Chapter 1. The Sting of Shame. It was supposed to be a simple train ride home, but it turned into the worst day of my life. I'm Mia, a 23-year-old barista, scraping by to pay for my art school dreams. That cold November morning, I stood on a crowded platform, clutching a ticket I'd saved for months to buy. My worn jacket, frayed scarf, and scuffed boots didn't scream first-class passenger, but I didn't care. I just wanted to see my little brother for his 10th birthday. Little did I know, someone was watching me, judging me, ready to tear me apart. What happened next will leave you speechless. The train station buzzed with chaos, rushed commuters, crying kids, and the sharp whistle of departing trains. My ticket was for a standard seat. Nothing fancy, just a spot to rest after a 12-hour shift. As I boarded, the first-class passengers sipped coffee in plush seats, their fancy coats draped over armrests. I shuffled to the back, where the air smelled of stale coffee and the seats were cramped. My backpack, patched with duct tape, barely fit in the overhead rack. A woman in a sleek fur coat rolled her eyes as I struggled. "Hurry up already," she muttered. My cheeks burned, but I kept quiet. Then I saw her, Clara, the train conductor. She was tall, with glossy black hair pulled into a tight bun and a uniform so crisp it could cut glass. Her pulled blue eyes locked onto me like I was a stain on her perfect train. "You," she said, her voice sharp enough to slice through the noise. "Show me your ticket, now." I fumbled for it, confused but polite. "Here it is, ma'am. Seat 42C. She snatched it, her lips curling into a smirk. "This can't be right," she said loudly, drawing every eye in the carriage. "You don't belong here." My heart pounded. "What do you mean? I paid for this ticket." Her smirk grew cruel. "Oh, sweetheart, look at you. Frayed clothes, cheap bag. This is a respectable train. There's been a mistake." Passengers whispered, their stares like needles. A man in a suit chuckled, probably snuck on. Tears stung my eyes. "I saved for months for this. Please, check the system." Clara laughed, cold and mocking. "A sob story? Save it. You're coming with me." Before I could argue, she called security. 2 guards appeared, their faces blank but firm. "Ma'am, grab your things. Let's go." My voice broke. I didn't do anything wrong. But no one spoke up for me. The guards led me off the train, Clara's voice echoing behind me. "We'll get moving now that the problem's handled." The platform felt like a stage, every stranger staring as I was marched away, humiliated, my brother's birthday slipping out of reach. What had I done to deserve this? Chapter 2. The Shocking Truth. I sat on a cold bench at the station, tears drying on my face, wondering how I'd tell my brother I'd miss his birthday. The train was gone, and so was my hope. I called my mom, the one person who always had my back. "Mom, they threw me off the train," I sobbed, spilling every humiliating detail. Her voice was calm but tight, like she was holding back a storm. "Mia, what was the conductor's name?" "Clara, on Horizon Rail, train 312. "Stay there," she said, her tone sharp. "I'm coming." The line went dead. Why was she so calm? Mom lived an hour away. How could she get here so fast? 20 minutes later, I saw her striding through the station, her usual cozy sweater replaced by a sharp blazer and heels. People parted for her like she was royalty. Her dark hair was pulled back, and her eyes burned with a fury I'd never seen. "Are you okay, Mia?" she asked, hugging me tight. "Mom, how are you here, and why are you dressed like that?" She took a deep breath. "There's something I never told you. It's time you know who I really am." She marched to the ticket counter, her voice low but commanding. "I need to speak to the crew of train 312, now." The agent's eyes widened. "Miss Carter, I didn't know you were here. My last name was Carter," but the way she said it, like Mom was someone important, made my stomach flip. "There's a problem," Mom said. "My daughter was humiliated and removed from your train for no reason." The agent scrambled, calling the crew. Mom turned to me. "Wait here, Mia. I'm handling this." Chapter 3. Justice on the Tracks. Mom disappeared into the station's staff area, and I waited, my mind racing. Who was she? Why did the agent know her? Minutes later, the train rolled back to the platform, a rare move. The doors opened, and Clara stepped out, her confidence gone, her face pale. Mom followed, her expression like thunder. A man in a manager's uniform trailed behind, looking nervous. "Passengers," he announced, "Train 312 is delayed for a crew change. We apologize." Mom walked to me, her eyes softening. "Mia, I'm Evelyn Carter, CEO of Horizon Rail. I kept it from you to let you chase your dreams without my shadow." My jaw dropped. My mom, who baked cookies and cheered at my art shows, owned the train company? What?" I stammered. She nodded. "And what happened to you today is unacceptable." Clara approached, her voice trembling. "Miss Carter, I didn't know she was your daughter. I thought—" Mom cut her off, her voice ice cold. "You thought she didn't belong because of her clothes. You humiliated a paying passenger for no reason but your own prejudice." Clara's eyes filled with tears. "I'm sorry, I have a family." "So does she," Mom snapped. "You're done here, Clara. Security, escort her out." The same guards who dragged me off now led Clara away. She looked back, whispering, "I'm sorry, Mia." I felt a pang of pity, but also relief. Justice stung, but it felt right. Mom turned to me. "Mia, I wanted you to earn your way, to be strong. Today, you showed that strength, standing up to her even when no one else did." We reboarded the train, and the new crew treated me like royalty, upgrading me to first class. As we sped toward my brother's birthday, I stared out the window, processing it all. I'd been judged, betrayed, and humiliated, but I'd also learned my mom's secret and the power of standing tall. "Mom," I said, "I'll never forget what it's like to be judged. If I ever have power, I'll use it to lift others up." She smiled. "That's my girl." This day changed me. I started as Mia Carter, a struggling artist. I ended as the daughter of a CEO, but still me. Stronger, wiser, and ready to fight for respect, no matter who you are. If this story hit you hard, smash that like button and subscribe to Tears and Traps for more stories of betrayal, justice, and triumph. Tell me in the comments, what would you do if you were judged like Mia?